Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders, as we sit right now, 7 in favor of the Commanders at home over what will be the worst team in the NFL, and the Arizona Cardinals. 38.5 is your total right now. Steven, if we take a look, Cardinals, at least they told us before the season started, they let us know what they're going to do. They're going to try to be the worst team in the league, as they should. It's smart. They should do that. They have the very off chance. They have the very off chance to rebuild in like a year, which most teams never ever do. But you could end up with the first and second overall pick in the draft if you play this thing right. And so Cardinals as 7-point dogs against a team that is being led by Sam Howell is pretty laughable. I can't wait to see what some of these spreads are going to be for the Cardinals later on in the season, but I think it's appropriate. I have the Commanders in a teaser to get it down to a point, and I feel pretty good about it. They're going to win, and I just don't know if they're going to win by touchdown, so I took it down to 1.
To further emphasize the point you just made, because my jaw dropped too when I saw the spread, because Washington has a win total of 6.5 and they're favored by 7 against somebody.
Yeah.
So it's just insane, really.
Yeah. A team with a pulse I can't wait to see. Yeah. Like if Arizona looks as bad as we think they might look this week, like I can't wait to see what some of these lines are gonna be in future weeks.
Yeah. I am not a big advocate of teasers to start a season. There have been weeks, Matt, where you and I have, fired all the cannons middle of the season when we feel good about teams and where they're rated. And, it's hard to just be confident in where those teams are to start the year when we haven't seen them play yet. But to your point, Arizona has told us what they're trying to do, and without actually saying it out loud. And if I can tease the Commanders down to -1, I'm pretty happy to do that. So I just fired a 3-leg teaser this week. Washington is going to be one of those legs at -1. And it's mostly just because, even though I do have some concerns of the unknown with their offense, with Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy, I have zero concerns about their defense. Number 1 in success rate defense last year, number 1 in drop back success rate, top 5 in EPA per play allowed. And that was mostly without Chase Young. So it wouldn't surprise me if Arizona, against what is, in my opinion, a top 5 defense in the NFL, doesn't even score 10 points in this game. So if that's the bar, then I feel really good about having Washington as a teaser leg, even though it's not the traditional teaser of a favorite of at least 7.5 to 8.5.
Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, I have no concerns with this defense whatsoever. Adam, this might be a 3-0 game, and we cover the teaser if it's 3-0. Like, so we're good on that. Like, unlike the Bucs that we just talked about, where I said they're not completely talent devoid, the Cardinals are completely talent devoid, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You don't even know anybody outside of Budda Baker. Literally, like it's a full
Zaven Collins, and I was actually going to do the same thing to you, so I'm glad you did it to me first.
It is literally one of the worst teams on defense I think we will ever see put on an actual football field. So good luck, trying to keep anybody at bay here. So I don't know. I mean, are you as bought in as I am that the Cardinals are going to be the absolute worst team in the NFL, like with a bullet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I am.
Yeah, just make
because there's absolutely no reason for them to do anything otherwise. Now, we can talk about that right now, right? We don't know when Kyler Murray is going to come back.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm the Arizona training staff, if I'm Jonathan Gannon, I am calling Jeff Gillooly and Tanya Harding and saying, hey, that knee, he gets anywhere back near the field, you take a good whack at that knee and you make sure that he doesn't get back anytime soon. If you wanted to talk about the Cardinals win total, I'm not going to get involved with the Cardinals win total because you could end up with Kyler Murray back out there on the field, throwing to Hollywood Brown, throwing to Zach Ertz, and all of a sudden you get them in 2 games against the Rams, and you're like, crap, now they're going to win 5 games by accident. Like, it's not entirely impossible. In this game, my single favorite play of the week is under 38, and I know that's a small number. You show me how these teams are getting to 38 points minus turnovers, right? If it's a derp fest between Josh Dobbs and Sam Howell, and you end up with a scoop and score or a pick 6, I can see it. But other than that, you're talking about, as Steven mentioned, I think it's top 3, top 4, front 7 in the league, and an Arizona team that has absolutely no offensive talent to speak of that is going to necessarily be healthy, because I just mentioned Hollywood Brown and Zach Ertz, who both were limited in practice. And again, to the idea of the Cardinals wanting to lose every game, I don't see where they're going to exactly push those two guys to be on the field this week. So I love where you're at with the teaser leg. It's my second or third favorite teaser leg of the week. We'll get to the ones that I like more, but under 38, my favorite play of the week.
And let's be honest, to back up your under 38 here, like the old thing of Riverboat Ron and all that stuff like that, like that has not been the case in 3 years. Like he's plays super conservative. He doesn't do anything crazy anymore. And if he can get out of this thing with the way, because look, he knows his job's on the line, right? I mean, like they're gonna redo this team from this, including the name of this team and everything else. And so if he didn't win 8 or 9 games, like he's fired, and he knows that. So he's not going to get out of line in this one. And he's got 2 good backs in Gibson and Robinson. And so they get up a couple scores. It's just going to be run over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I would back that for sure. And by the way, there is 138 and a hook out there at FanDuel. So if you want to go ahead and take advantage of the hook out there, fellas, be sure
you gotta protect that. You gotta protect the 38-0 final. You gotta get that hook.
Yeah. Seriously, I mean, seriously, it's gonna happen.